Chapter 6: How to Develop Psychological Resilience. Psychological resilience is the ability to adapt to stress and adversity. Two reasons why many people give up before they achieve their goals. Which personality traits affect psychological resilience? What are the top techniques to become more resilient? In this chapter, you will find the answer to these questions. The most important personality trait of gritty people. Studies show that grit is strongly associated with conscientiousness. People who are conscientious are thorough, careful, vigilant, organized, efficient, industrious, and self controlled. They are usually reliable and systematic. When taken to the extreme, they are perfectionists and or workaholics. If conscientiousness isn't your strong suit, don't despair. There are several ways to become more conscientious. First, focus on improving specific aspects of conscientiousness. For instance, create a habit to organize your desk and clean it every week, or focus on being punctual. Second, make daily plans. Organize your life by setting plans and sticking to them. You can carry a small notepad with you or use an app on your phone. This will improve your self discipline, which will in turn make you more persistent. Third, use technology to remind yourself of important things. If you have a bad case of forgetting about things to do, set reminders on your phone or computer. Fourth, keep your word. If you promise someone something, no matter how small it is, do it. People will think of you as a reliable person, which in turn will make you better at sticking to the promises you make to yourself. And fifth one, consider decluttering. Read about minimalism, the philosophy of less is more, that suggests that owning fewer things and focusing more on the experiences. It will make your surroundings less chaotic, which in turn will make you more organized. The most important skill to build resilience. Scientists define psychological resilience as flexibility in response to changing situational demands and the ability to bounce back from negative emotional experiences. People who are resilient experience positive emotions even during stressful events, which helps them quickly rebound despite adversity. Consequently, the most important skill to build resilience is to learn how to turn your struggles into something positive. The primary technique of doing this is reframing. Reframing is a way of turning bad experiences and concepts into more positive ones. Instead of thinking about your problems as something that prevents you from achieving your goal, you can turn them into opportunities to grow. When you are struggling to keep going, you can reframe your struggles as a part of an incredible story you will tell when you achieve your goal. You can combine this technique with visualization. Imagine the day you have achieved your goal and remind yourself of all your struggles and the obstacles you had to overcome. When you go back to the present moment, you will see your problems from a new, more empowering perspective. This will build your resilience. Here are a couple of examples of reframing. An entrepreneur who has 5 failed projects behind her realizes Each of her previous businesses wasn't in fact a failure. It was an opportunity to learn what doesn't work. Consequently, each new project can only be better. A person who is trying to lose weight couldn't resist the cravings and gorged on junk food for several days in a row. She can think of her failure as an opportunity to find out what makes her lose control. A salesperson who wants to become the most effective employee in the company faces rejection after rejection. Each rejection makes her deal better with rejection, which promises a great career in sales and a great motivational story to tell when she becomes a sales manager. Five more ways to build resilience. Some people are naturally equipped to deal with adversity, while others have to develop this skill. There are five primary ways of building resilience. Embrace change. Flexibility is one of the most aspects of resilience. People who have a hard time adapting to different situations, adverse or not, struggle with sticking to their goals when they are forced to change their approach, while regular people find abrupt big changes overwhelming. Resilient individuals use these events to learn from them. Instead of despairing, they adapt and thrive. The ability to embrace change comes with practice. Frequent changes in your life, both just small changes of your habits or big career changes, can help you build this skill and become more flexible. Consider setting up regular experiments in your life and shaking up your routine this way. If you always wake up at 8, try waking up at 6 and adapt to it. If you always eat 5 meals per day, trying eating 1 meal per day. Pick different routes to work each day or work in a different place if you are self employed. Traveling to foreign countries and especially the explorative kind of travel, not just tanning at the swimming pool. That is another powerful way to become more adaptive to changes. The more different the culture of the country you are visiting, the more you will learn how to adapt to changes. Develop a strong network of supportive friends and family. Resilient people, no matter how well equipped to deal with adversity, don't go it alone. A strong social network is a must if you are working on big goals that are guaranteed to throw at you numerous larger than life changes. The knowledge that you can always fall back on your supportive circle of friends and family members will help you stay calm during the stressful events. Be optimistic. Optimism and resilience go hand in hand. People who are resilient are able to see the positives even in the direst of circumstances. The most important skill to become more optimistic is reframing, which we already discussed. Below are three more ways to bring more optimism in your life. First, smile. Studies show that people who are unable to frown because of Botox injections experience a significantly less negative mood than people who can frown. You can do it the natural way, though, smile more, even if you don't necessarily feel like doing so. Putting on a fake smile will still improve your mood. Second, count your blessings. Various studies show that expressing gratitude boosts your mood, increases long term happiness, and decreases depressive symptoms. A simple daily practice of noting down three things you are thankful for is enough to experience the beneficial effects of gratitude. And third, follow the ABCDE model. Psychologist Albert Ellis created the initial ABC model of adversity, belief, and consequence Then Martin Seligman, one of the most renowned psychologists, known for his research of positive psychology, added D, disputation, and E, energization, to this model. Adversity, that describe a recent adversity as an objective statement. Belief, record what you were saying to yourself when faced with the adversity. Consequences, what did you feel or what did you do because of it? Then disputation, find evidence against your belief or put it into a different perspective. And energization, how did you feel when you disputed your belief? Here is how it works on a real life example. Adversity, I applied for a new job and got rejected. Belief, I'm not just not good enough. I will never get a better job. Consequences, I feel worthless. I stop looking for a new job and feel sorry for myself. Consequently, I feel even worse than before. Disputation, that's not true because I worked at X a couple of years ago and they always praised me. Or maybe it just wasn't the right job for me. The fact that they rejected me doesn't mean I'm not good enough. There are many more companies I haven't applied to yet. Energization, feel much more confident in my abilities to find a new job. I know I can bring a lot to the table and will show it to my next potential employer. Use the same model to change your default responses to more positive ones. Take care of yourself. A common reaction to adversity when you don't possess a lot of resilience is to stop taking care of yourself. You ignore eating healthy, exercise, sleeping well, and you stop doing things which make you happy. Resilient people don't change their habits when they face a crisis. Even when you are experiencing powerful setbacks, you can still take care of your needs. Make sure to nurture yourself at all times, in both good and bad circumstances. If your default behavior when faced with a crisis is to neglect your needs, force yourself to stick to your habits, even if you don't feel particularly happy about it. Develop your problem solving skills. The knowledge that you are able to deal even with the most complex problems thrown your way will make you a more resilient person. And this knowledge only comes from the ability to solve problems and real world experience. Whenever you are faced with a problem, come up with a list of ways to handle it. The more often you exercise your idea muscle, the more skilled you will become at solving problems. Practice every chance you get. Listen to your friends and help them solve their problems. Come up with hypothetical challenges and come up with ideas for how to handle them. Look at every problem from different perspectives. Don't be afraid to solve it in an unconventional way. Now, how to develop psychological resilience? A quick recap. First, conscientiousness is the most important trait of gritty people. To become a more conscientious person, make yourself more organized and reliable. Consider following the philosophy of minimalism to reduce the chaos around you. Third, use reframing to become more resilient. Each time you are dealing with a bad situation, find the positives in it. Third, make small and big changes in your life to become more flexible and become better at embracing change. Fourth, develop a strong social circle to support you on your journey to reach your goals. And optimism will help you become more resilient. Start with smiling more, as even a fake smile will improve your mood. Express gratitude on a daily basis. Follow that ABCDE model to exhibit a more positive attitude on a daily basis. And the last one, Nurture yourself at all times. Don't let a crisis turn you into a wreck because it will make you even less equipped to deal with the problem. And last one, practice your problem solving skills to increase your confidence. Come up with solutions to the problems you have, the problems of your friends, and hypothetical problems.